bet there's a great tavern around here.
No charge to have a look.
Ah, you'll fill the bill nicely. Let's talk.
You lead, and I'll follow.
Fate summons you, champion. Will you answer its call?
You're back. No idea. Don't know much about Wood Elf justice.
Over here. I just need a moment of your time.
If I may...
The Order the nightlight casts light and bizarre dancing shadows in the darkness. The shadows depict events occurring in the Shivering Isles. At least...
Let's get out of here!
The fighters.
I've got what you need.
Master Merrick, where are you?
At least wash your hands after.
Seems fairly quiet here so far, Talfig. You're not misleading me, are you?
I swear, what I told you is true. I see no need for this distrust between us.
Showing me a spooky castle proves nothing, Talfig. Get us in... All right.
Then maybe
that
we
should
could
draw
move
control.
faster?
Now show me this.
Cannot interrupt Badrock's harvest! We shall make you into a fiend!
Uninvited guests in my home. Please forgive my hospitality. I have not entertained in centuries.
I thought I heard a bit of a scuffle up here.
Honestly, I'm surprised to see you again. I thought the guard dog would make short work.
You should be pleased. No need to fear with us around.
Well done, Talfig. You brought me a daughter of Verandis as requested. She will complement our Lord's army well.
What is this? Damn it, Talfig! What have you done?
Your blood flows strong, Gwendis. My lady has need of you, but she has no use for the others.
No! You won't get away so easily! You can handle this. I refuse to let him win.
Not let my pets tear you limb from limb. Vardaroth can take your soul instead.
I know where to find Lady Thorn. Push on to the cathedral while I search for clues here.
Death shall not be quiet. Offer. Look! Tremble before the power you might have wielded.
Something. What have you become, Talbig? You're looking away this time, monster.
The power of blood brings you life.
Deserve worse. The cathedral isn't too far ahead. Lady Thorn should be inside. remains of the prisoners. Such brutality. Wait. Look at all these documents. There's information here about Lady Thorn and the Grey Host. I need to study this.
The absolute gall! Little people coming into my home and destroying my creations! You will pay. Expose your veins. I want a taste. Enough playtime. I thirst for blood. Now witness the fury of blood. Let me feast on your terror. To my domain. Inferior taste. Accept my embrace. I hunger for more. Let loose your blood. Every scratch, every cut, the count. My lord will hear of this.
Terrible. The ancient plan of Lady Thorn is no more. Good riddance. I need to speak with you about what I found in those documents. The documents we found describe the...
Aye, aye, Captain. Sorry. can never have too much, right?
Valfoyan? That's the Argonian mudhole to the east, yes?
And they buy them. A true walker, that one.
soulless one thinks I can be defeated. Not so, fool. Your strength will be rewarded one day.
Wow, the big guy sure loves the sound of his own voice. Ready when you are. Let's make some noise.
The altar must be cleansed before the Daedra can be summoned.
Be warned. I fight you. Heal me. Move.
I tried to meet them. The covers were too far apart.
I didn't even hear it click. I need...
to keep score.
I need aid! Aid me!
Let's make some noise. And that's how it's done.
Fate summons you, champion. Will you answer its call?
Would be nice to get a drink or two.
Anyone ever dare you to eat a live slaughterfish? Remember to knock its teeth out first. Other than that, I have no regrets. Should have told.
Lead the way!
Let's loot the place and leave.
Have you returned with the wayward relic? Curious. The Order thanks you for your assistance.
Good.
A fine enough reward.
Approach, then.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
What's it feel like, all that magicka?
Who's a good mount?
You there, wet one. This one needs to speak. Welcome to Canarti's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many...
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through.
First, a question. Where did you come from? A Daedric prince, you say? Raz has a nose for lies, but you seem clean as an ocean breeze. If anyone else asks you, where will you say you came from? My, you're a focused one, aren't you? It is good to be focused, but it is also good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in, you understand? You should not. You should trust your instincts. Leave if you wish. No one will stop you. Or, come with Raz and do what you can to help us recover. In the process, grow your stature and wealth. It is entirely up to you. Just a friendly Khajiit, privileged to see someone drop from nowhere and land in sea. Shame you cannot do that at will. You could make piles of coin, sell tickets. Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in. Commander Karen, a moment. This recruit survived the shipwreck without injuries. You mentioned something about the shattered shoals, yes?
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction. We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part. Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Eelsil is this way. Ilse, this recruit wishes to speak with you.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something? Yes, the Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless. What do you mean? Pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp. I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things. Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanathi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp.
Time is precious.
There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky. Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Canarthi's Roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors. Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Canarthi's Roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers. Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
For prosperity.
Come no closer.
For security. For unity. For the Dominion.
Come no closer. Heed my words. You endanger a foolish spirit. My ambition brought me low, but I won't allow it to happen to another. The book before you bears a terrible curse, as do 2 others. But how? Are you strong enough to resist their call? Could you bring them to the shrine and finish what I did not? Heed my words. The forbidden knowledge within those books isn't for this world. They must be destroyed. The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction. On the shores of Canarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral, it is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger. At last.
Lead the way!
This book had best be worth the price. What? What is that? Wait! I only wanted to make something beautiful.
Don't believe her lies.
Delicate and dashing.
Look at you being resourceful.
Knowledge is power.
Can any of you hear me? You there? Have you seen my squad? We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Canarthy's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes are another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am. Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the aelids. Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of glow juice. Good luck. Do me a favor. If you...
Let's teach them a lesson.
Who are you? Were you part of the alive? Good, that's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling. Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle. Good. I'll find Sergeant Firion. Go. Get them back safe.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms.
If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Furion. How about you?
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
Love the wind in my hair!
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach? She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble. Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland. Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Furion and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
I love the smell of a freshly picked flower. Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite the scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him? What do you mean? First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death? What else was in that cave? Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around. Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler. The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave? Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk? And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage. Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can. Sure, talking's easier than working. Well, ask. Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do. Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands. The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping. Joan and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction. Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Kynarthi's roost. Every ship but the Prowler.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck. We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do. Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel. He's on his way. Anything else we can do? Nustella's is good with a mallet as she is with her sword. I can have her patch the Prowler's... She'll have those leaks fixed in no time. What else? Onglorn is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time. I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Onglorn will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing? It's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to. those damn sea vipers still watching us? Course
that was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals. I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call. Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it. Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing. Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale. The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
The Sea Vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane! Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things. Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island. Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Sea Vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the Sea Vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow. The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bombs, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped.
Where do runestones even come from? It's so beautiful.
would never trust a stray portal. You're not bad with a lockpick. Cute! You think you'll win?
Those sea vipers are insane! They won't kill me today!
Sur and Verkvild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank. Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
See you in Mistral.
Hello there.
With a little luck, we'll have this.
Still watching us?
Here we
Of course
go!
they are.
Ha! That's it? Easy there.
Be gentle. I could feel it looking at us.
As part of the Dominion, you will gain security.
Giddy up.
I swear I could hear it speaking.
I can't... This is horrible. The spirit wasn't any help. I came here from Windcatcher Plantation to see if the storm caused any damage. Then I noticed the great tree covered in some sort of fetid vapor. I rushed back and told Spinner beneath. She summoned a spirit to help, but I don't think it worked. Some sort of nature spirit. It entered the cave where the great tree's roots emerge, but something's wrong. I heard horrible noises inside the cave. The spirit cried out as if in pain. The great tree will die if the spirit can't do its work. I want to heal the great tree, but I'm just a farmer. If something is keeping that spirit from mending the roots, there's nothing I could do to help. The spirit is old and powerful. It seeks to move from root to root, aiding the great tree as it's able. But it's a healing spirit of singular purpose. It doesn't know how to defend itself. I'm uncertain. If so, the spirit must be protected from harm while it heals the great tree's roots. It knows what it must do. The great tree shields Windcatcher Plantation from the winter winds and keeps our settlement shaded from the heat of the summer. Its story entwines with ours. When the wind goddess Kanathi first traveled across the heavens, legend says she grew tired and rested in the branches of a small sapling before resuming her journey. That sapling became the great tree and gave Windcatcher Plantation its name.
Been a Quama master for over a decade. Ever try piloting a ship through a hurricane while your entire cargo of Quama eggs hatch and go bug nuts? Been there. Can't recommend it. Been a Quama master for over a decade. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm up to my neck in droppings, and I sure could use a hand getting out. Ever try piloting a ship through a hurricane while your entire cargo of Quama eggs hatch and go bug nuts? Been there. Can't recommend it. After we wrecked, they made a Quama line toward this cave. They always get surly after hatching, but these Quama are downright unsociable. I tried to stop them from chewing on those huge roots. They objected. Bumped into a fine-looking tree trunk on my way out. Thought I was done for. No. Quama didn't take to it, whatever it was. I heard them munching on it, same as those roots. The little one seems scared of it. If you can help the pretty tree trunk do what it needs to do, I bet they'll head back this way. If they'd stop eating those giant roots, they might get better. But I don't blame you if you have to put down a few to save the rest. Just be careful. Nothing...
That should come in handy.
Praise Ifrei. The miasma has cleared, yet I sense this begins a new chapter for the great tree. Though the creatures gorge themselves upon its roots, this was a passing instinct. They can be taught to strengthen the great tree. The Quama will soon learn the cave is their nest and treat the spirit as their queen. Together, they'll guard the cave against intruders who seek to harm the great tree. A new story can frighten any creature, until it realizes its role within.
Like a true troublemaker.
The Dominion welcomes all who wish to
Beza Joe will find this fabled brush. What? What is this? Please, no. This one will stop looking.
Love the wind in my hair.
Waxing gibbous.
Balance.
Your enemy
Balance.
falls.
Do not overextend.
Strike from the sides. Waning gibbous. Rise up from below.
All this wasted effort. Blasted creatures get into every... First the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next, flying mud crabs? Surrender's mercy, we need more time before the inspection. Dominion inspectors. Headwoman Harani requested their aid to stop smugglers. We're honest farmers with good customers. Our moon sugar is used to spice food, not to brew skooma. When the inspectors learn we can't protect our fields, we're finished. Hairy, squirmy, squeaky little rats. They've infested the plantation since the storm. The inspectors will ask, if we can't protect our fields from those dung-dropping sugar-eaters, how can we protect them from skooma-brewing thieves? Find out why Cindertail's Singe Tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields? At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated. To the east, the plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? Either way, Mistral will weep for our passing. With laughing moons gone, skooma will flow through the streets. When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to smugglers. With smugglers comes skooma. But the inspectors aren't from here. If we tell them, they will not listen. Ha! You pull this one's tail, yes? A white powder, very sweet, used as spice for food. Some of us believe it gives true insight into Jokajay, where all fates are bound. Others use it to brew skooma. It is not this one's place. The monks at Two Moons Dance might instruct you if you seek them out. At best, poison. Skooma peddlers claim a single drop lets you escape from the world. At best, when moon sugar... Find out why Cindertail...
rats get the better of you, and you call yourself warriors. Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you. Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid Sench. Lazy Sench. They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, Sench eat rats, and then lazy Sench. Especially you, Gobani. Not with sugar bellies. These useless Sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height. Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Without Sench hunters, what could... Thunderbugs. No, it would never work. Thunderbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you grabbed an armload of eggs... Undoubtedly, but they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the Thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shock won't stop you. Wonderful! Save some eggs for Cindertail, yes? They are so very tasty.
This work isn't going to do itself.
Better full pockets than empty.
We did not expect you so soon, Inspector Tarma.
One must arrive early to see the truth of things.
The truth. But we have nothing to hide, Inspector.
Sir.
Crude, but effective in your methods. Perhaps you've... Crude.
Clever luring thunderbugs out of their mounds like that. A scheme worthy of... Excellent. Our gracious inspector has been most patient with us. Perhaps Joan and Joe dance kindly with you, Walker. Whatever the findings of our esteemed inspector...
If this place remains open, as has yet to be...
Will you be staying with us
Who's a good
long,
mount?
Inspector?
As long as necessary. One can only tolerate so much fresh air.
Truly. Then we'll endeavor to make your stay comfortable.
revelations await.
Whew! Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Now you die.
Not now, not ever.
Naviga has a curious feel about it.
Hush, Father. I won't leave your side. Father burns in the fire. My brother missing. Our moon sugar storehouse has caught fire. Father thought to save our livelihood. He ran inside and... Father tried to save our alchemical tools. If they survive the fire, I could trade them for medicine. Please, it's all I can do to keep my father alive. This one begs you to salvage the tool. Please return quickly with the tools. If I can't trade them for medicine, this one's father will die. You know of moon sugar, yes? The moon sugar cane grows well on these isles. With my people's sweet tooth, there can never be enough to sprinkle on our meals. We must pay our debts. If our neighbors own more land, how do we match their crops at market? We must turn to alchemy to grow better crops, yes? Yes, our crops came in much bigger this season. Not that it matters now. Yes, Zaban Ma shares a temper with hurricanes. After a great quarrel with this one, he stormed off and left us short-clawed.
Shoo! Get off my pebbly sled. If you plan to loot my family's plantation, I will give you such a thrashing. Too late, sugar thief. The fire destroyed every last calcinator. Wait, I expected my sister to check on the tools herself. Why did she send a stranger? You lie! My father left yesterday to trade in Mistral, didn't he? Oh no. He set the fires to destroy those damn tools. We lost our last harvest to the Thunderbugs, despite the debt. Asbira bought alchemical tools to improve our crop, she said. But last week, I caught her brewing skooma. That vile drug destroys lives. When she refused to stop, I knew what must be done. My sister despises sand under her claws. But recently, I saw her digging out on the beach. Why else would she be out there, if not to bury skooma? I should go to my father. Would you look for any skooma hidden on the beach? I'll destroy it. With the money we spent to rebuild, it will be like the skooma never happened. I'd rather debt collectors pound. My sister placed colorful seashells near whatever she buried. I bet there is a sack full of skooma vials. I should really go check on my father. Not for long. I always know it's month's end when dead.
How'd you even spot that?
Walk away! The cross-tree bandits won't stand for
Please be a challenge. Please be a challenge.
You there! Come here!
Keep your weapons ready.
I saw you scurrying around this plantation. I know you're running skooma. That farmer shook himself to death. You think I don't recognize a skooma overdose when I see one? That I don't know why skeevers are frothing at the mouth? I should arrest the lot of you. Last chance. If someone doesn't tell me where the skooma is, you'll all face the consequences. Yes, well, it's my job to ask questions. Perhaps moon sugar fumes can cause the skooma shake. Soldier, look after these people. Once they're settled, report back to Mistral.
Gone. Father is gone. Why?
Thank you. Serendar himself would commend your actions. Give me the skooma so I can destroy it. I want to. Thank you. I'll destroy this immediately. My sister. This poison causes nothing but pain. I am here, sister.
Gone. Father is gone.
We're going to start.
Where do runestones even come from? I can feel it humming.
Please, a moment. Please, I need your help. I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. Aurelian taught me to know when I should ask for help. Well, I'm asking. 2 magical wards seal the temple, marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can search for Aurelian together. I have no doubt Aurelian can protect himself. My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned the temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ah, so you've met him. My master calls him Eel Kill. Something about an experiment gone wrong many years ago. The morning stone you saw came from this temple. Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather. Perhaps prevent another hurricane.
You have turned back. I'm whatever I wish to be. I change bodies like high elves change clothes. They're the corpse. Ah, the name for my newest outfit. His flesh sags a bit, though the power in his bones. Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture. I'm tired of this. Leave or die.
Lead the way. That can't be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Spider weaves the web around its prey.
Watch for undead. I'll disrupt the ward.
Scorpion's poison courses through its prey.
Won't keep us out for long. Barrier is down. Oh, but before we proceed... When we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master. The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students the ways of magicka, including some of the Queen's own advisors. His role in the invasion is paramount for our future success. If anything were to happen to him... Thank you. We should keep moving. We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian! What's he doing up there?
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps you need a few alterations. Why, I'm Uldor. I see your dominion teaches you nothing of my people. Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Rorelian fellow. I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also...
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy the bone piles. It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me! It's working! I'll weaken the next circle. One last circle. We can do this! Go. Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back!
Uldor! Get out of my body now!
Silence! None command Uldor!
Uldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely. Despite all my knowledge, Uldor's influence over me was only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could see. Uldor was a powerful Malmo wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body, even in death. He can wear hundreds of mindless... The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsil removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eilsil's sloppy methods nearly caused that. These gems focus the Morning Stone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morning Stone from Eagle's Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough. The centerpiece of this old Khajiit temple. After Uldor's reign of terror, the Sea Elves gave it to the Khajiit so it would become the key to his prison. No, which is why we must be the ones to enter the tomb. After he saw you through my eyes, he seemed convinced that to wear you would destroy him. For some reason, he feared you. No, we must enter the tomb together. Though he can't wear you, he could quite easily obliterate you with his magic. Only by splitting his attention can we hope to defeat him.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away. Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need to be this way. Seal me inside. Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master. Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island.
We should hurry. Uldor won't be trapped for long. That's madness. I've experienced so many summers. My greatest accomplishment was watching Gathwin blossom into someone who far surpassed my own deeds. No, she must recover the Morning Stone. You and I should confront Uldor. Then we should waste no more time.
You can't do this, Master.
The Dominion will thrive without me. It's far stronger than it knows.
Then I should recover the Morning Stone. Farewell, Aurelian. I
know, Gathwin. I know. Give me a moment.
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
I've reconsidered what our combined power can do, Uldor. I willingly give myself over.
I knew such power would tempt you. Very well.
Hurry! Place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. You'll not leave this tomb alive. I will be mocked by soiled attire. You worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me for...
Go quickly. I feel Uldor's weakness fade. Hurry. Tell Gathwin of the plan's success. But don't mourn. Uldor will sustain me. Better a living form than a dusty old skeleton, I suppose. I'd hoped for more time to meditate, but this wasn't what I had in mind. Goodbye, my friend.
It's done, isn't it? Aurelian is sealed inside with that monster. Forgive me. Uldor couldn't be allowed to roam free. Something had to be done. I'll ensure the Morning Stone remains guarded at all times. I should make a full report. No good comes from dwelling on the past. Aurelian lives, which means there's hope. Forgive me. You did so much to help. There you go.
I have no idea why Aurelian would seal himself into that creature.
with Magica has a curious feel about it.
I'm here for... Have you seen Gary?
Zulana's son. When his father succumbed to skooma, Gary swore vengeance upon the smugglers responsible. These...
Yes, that's Gary. Please...
Zulana heard many things in Mistral. Hazak leads the skooma peddlers within a nearby cove. A vile skooma peddler. Hazak destroys families and brings great warriors low with... Skooma is distilled from moon sugar, which is sacred to we who worship the moons and stars. But those who use skooma for pleasure quickly become slaves to its visions. Scum like Hazak. Gary hasn't learned that fear and hatred cloud judgment. Zulana said he would be fooled. He hurt his back in a terrible accident. He took skooma.
Was that it?
Begone, bandit. I'll never join Hazak. Mother sent you? It is good she can't see me trussed up like a sheep. The bandits were more challenging than I expected. He could have killed a few when she scouted the cave, but no, I must always be tested. You thought her a poor mewling widow? Ha! Mother is not entirely what she seems. She warned me to wait and watch before approaching Hazak. I sought to avenge my father's memory, but was captured by bandits. Mother saw my capture and sent you here to assist. Next, you untie me, and then when you free me, I'll fight Hazak alone and will likely die. Hazak will poison more families with skooma, another will swear revenge, be captured by bandits, and wait for death in this cave. Good. Now,
You don't have the will for this, but I do, cub.
I don't know how Mother will take this. Mother looks upset. You will talk to her.
What have you done? And you have done what I could not. My husband now rests with the ancestor. When Hazek embraced Skooma with more affection than he did with me, I gave him every chance to claw his way back. But Skooma peddlers are slave poisoned arrows to stun, a blade to finish. I spoke to each as they lay frozen on the dock, before adding crescent moons to their throats. These unclawed shaveskins had it coming for pulling Kari's father into their fold. I noted the ardor of the moons within you and sent you to aid Kari. That is help, yes? But I would know. How did my son fare against Hazak? Did he fight bravely? Then Kari learns to stand with allies rather than on his own. He shows me Agir Trajijazeri. We justly take by force. At 2 Moons Dance, we... Kari, you did what Mother could not.
I did what I knew to be right, to restore our family's honor.
You've proven worthy of our name. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. I'll dance beneath the 2 moons, as you've taught me.
Then we must complete your training.
Be sure to check for hidden compartments. Hit them where it hurts.
Pain lies ahead. Turn back, Master. This is not the place for us.
This one does not understand. This shrine is supposed to be lit with an ever-burning... A simple Khajiit, doing what she can to survive. Sehirodoro came to this shrine for guidance. Its answers to unasked questions. Mysteries defined by the stars themselves. It's a shrine to Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Knowledge. They say if you stare into the fire, homes, lost to the ages, they're full of secrets from an earlier time. A connection to our past. While searching for the shrine, a spirit appeared to me. That's her. It's the lying spirit.
Don't listen to these fools' words. The forbidden tomes must be... What? That isn't possible. No matter. I'll rekindle the shrine. Then that is a blessing. Once the books...
No! The flames burn us!
It hurts! It hurts!
You've done it. The tomes, I'm certain. But no one else shall fall.
This one wishes you hadn't destroyed the box. But this...
Let's make some noise.
Honest merchant, trust this one.
This one has heard reports. You've kept busy. Good. You fit in now more than ever. How did things go? Clearly, you were meant to help us out. Joan and Jode have a sense of humor yet. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistral's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the tall. Mistral is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him, give him this token. He'll know. Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on its southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He is in the Chancery, seeking a peaceful resolution here. The High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit stand united under the Eagle Banner. We secure our borders against invaders from the Covenant and Pact, but it is no easy task. And Queen Irene leads our dominion, of course. He is the voice and spirit of the Wood Elves. They say he was, and will be their greatest leader, whatever that means. This one knows him as an unrivaled diplomat. He is also the Dominion's best hope of resolving this matter peacefully. Razumdar is just a simple Khajiit. He seeks the best for all the people of Tamriel. Also, a saddle that won't pinch the tail. One day.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent, waiting to strike. We should have cleansed this place of Maumar scum the moment we arrived.
Come and see from the distant shores of Glanumbra a real, live dog.
Do not worry. It is safely caged.
bet there's a great tavern around here.